Hello everyone, welcome you all in this session. Myself, Assistant Professor Deepak Gupta from LJ School of Law. So today I'm going to take the subject of administrative law and in which I'm going to discuss about the classification of administrative actions. So now classification of administrative action. We can classify the administration action into three categories. First is quasi rule making action or a quasi legislative action. Second is quasi judicial action or rule decision action, and third is purely administrative action, that is rule application action. Now we can see the executives perform variety kind of functions. They investigate, they prosecute, they can fix the prices, they can cancel the licenses. These are pure administrative work, and to enforce them they can make rules, regulation, bylaws. These are the quasi legislative action. And to enforce this rules and regulation, they have certain adjudication power too, where they can resolve the dispute, they can impose penalty and fines. So these are quasi judicial functions. So executive performs variety of functions which includes judicial as well as quasi legislative function. The same has been reiterated by the Supreme Court of India in the case of Jayant Amritlal's Sojan versus F.N. Rana, in which Supreme Court says that the legislative functions are and cannot be the executive cannot be exclusively performed by legislatures only, and same way executive function cannot be performed by executive exclusively. They have a very thin line difference. Sometimes to make the laws they have to make certain rules and regulations. So these functions cannot be exclusively performed by them. They somewhere interlinked with them. That has been dictated by the Supreme Court of India. So we can see that there is a need of classification for any democratic country to perform or to govern their country in a very well manner, in an efficient manner. So here we can say that executive performs both the three kind of functions: a pure administrative function, quasi judicial function, and quasi legislative function. So here the court does not give definite meaning what are the limits or how much they can perform that quasi judicial function and a quasi legislative action. So they have not defined the formulate any definite test, what the test to whether they are performing their administrative function or quasi judicial function or quasi legislative function. So they have not defined it, but it says that if executive authority is performing judicial or quasi judicial function, it must follow the principle of natural justice and is agreeable that from the writ of prohibition and certiorari. But if the same thing is performed by the administrative or quasi-judicial function, the writ cannot be agreeable because it is not a judicial function. In the same way, if the function is administrative function, it is delegated one, the judicial function cannot be delegated. So these are the tests which are, we can say by the judgments, we can say that for if the executive authority is performing the judicial function, they has to follow the principle of natural justice. But if it is the not case in the legislative function or the quasi legislative function, and if the administrative function is delegated one, then they can delegate only administrative function, but they cannot delegate their judicial function. So through the understanding of the judgments, we can lay down that this can be the classification for the performance of administrative function. So now we'll discuss the legislative function of administrative authority. So when legislature delegates their legislative power to any administrative authority, we can say that they have the quasi legislative or legislative power to execute the laws. So here they will delegate only legislative power to that sphere only. Parliament cannot delegate the substantial power, law-making power to any authority, but only to their arena they can make the rules and regulations. For example, if Minister of Corporate Affairs delegates certain power to the SEBI to make the rules and regulations for public company, they can make the rules and regulations for the public companies into their spheres only. They cannot make the company law itself. Understand? So here they can make rules and regulation into their sphere only, and that is the legislative function which they have to perform once that has been delegated by them from the legislatives. It is for them to execute law in very better way, through which they can make new rules and regulation which are parallel to that substantial law. So here the administrative authority to execute the law in proper manner, they have some legislative power so that they can make rules and regulation in their arena. They cannot, of course, alter their powers, but to execute the substantial law, they can make new laws and regulation to execute it, which creates a new liabilities on the people, which they have to follow it. So second is judicial function. So basically, what is judicial function? Pure judicial function includes two or more parties who are in dispute, who has some questions, maybe question of fact or question of law, which needs to be prosecuted through evidences and from the laws to be interpreted. So these are the main judicial function where they have to prosecute the a matter which is related to, if it is a matter of facts, then it should be dealt with the evidences and the statement by the parties. If it is a question of law, then it need to be interpreted by the judiciary. So these are the pure judicial function. Now the question raised, what are the quasi judicial function? What executive can or executive has a power to perform as its quasi judicial function? So what is quasi judicial function? So quasi means not exactly. So quasi judicial means not exactly like a judiciary. They will perform the functions like what judiciary is doing in their part. They cannot be performed executives on their part, but yes, they have to follow certain kind of functions that judiciary is following. They have certain limitation on their part. That's they may not follow the precedents set up by the judiciary, and they are not obligated to function their part as wholly judicially. So they have the limitation to perform their functions. They have to listen to both the parties. They have to bound by the evidence. These are the they have to follow these requisites, but it is not necessary for them to bound by the precedent. So these are the quasi-judicial functions where they have strapping that certain functions may not be followed by them as a judicially, but certain things like to see evidences, to see the natural justice principle, that must be followed by the executive when they are functioning quasi-judicial function. So now what is administrative function? So in the case of Ram Jawar, state of Punjab, Supreme Court said it is impossible to give exhaustive definition to the administrative function. It cannot be said because it performs a variety kind of function which includes quasi-legislative, quasi-judicial functions. But what is administrative function? It's basically say that it is a policy and expediency of the government. Government delegate their work to the authorities for their ease at a work, so that they can govern the country in a very better way by delegating the work. So administrative work includes delegation, subdelegation, so to work there at more ease and to have more efficiency in work. So administrative function again has powers to make rules and regulation in their own sphere. They have power to even adjudicate the matters, but of course and they have to follow the procedures of natural justice, and but yes, it has some limitation that they don't have some legal binding on their rule making or legal binding on their judgments or educated by them. So what is the nature of administrative function that has been classified above by us? It says that it is very expedience of policies of the government. The administrative function is nothing but the government's function, that government delegate their work to the other authorities, and therefore that they delegate it, subdelegate it to the other authorities to make their work at a good pace and in an efficient level, and for that they gave them certain powers for, as for example, for rule making and to adjudicate it. But it has some limitation that they cannot go beyond their power. They cannot give such a judgment which are against principle of natural justice. They have to adhere by the natural justice principles. They have to see they may not even follow the procedure of evidences, but they have to see that both the parties must be heard. So these are the administrative functions which should be there when they are delegated some work from the authorities like legislatures and the judiciary. So today we have discussed the classification of administrative action, which are, we have discussed two basically classification. First is quasi legislative and quasi judicial function, where they have the power to make rules and regulation but with some limitations. So the authorities have been delegated by the legislative or the basic authorities that to work or execute the work. They have given some power into their sphere, that is and they have to perform variety of kind of functions like judicial function and legislative function, but they are under the sphere of their arena only. So this is about the classification of administrative actions, where they have to perform their actions and they have to perform the quasi legislative functions to execute the laws in very proper way and to adjudicate the laws so that they can bring efficiency in the government system. Thank you.